Thank you so much, Chizoba. So much on the show today about culture, about music, about youth empowerment, and all of it. And we continue in that trend because we are about to put money in your pocket, especially the younger ones. We're about to help you convert your time, your passion, and enjoyment to money. All you need to know about digital marketing, Reuben Kalu is an award-winning and highly sought-after Google certified digital marketer and certified Facebook BYB trainer. With many years of experience in the media space, he's been making brands visible through strategic and value-driven promotions. Our guest is a facilitator of various Google and Facebook organized trainings in Nigeria and abroad, and currently his lead consultant as STRUMDIG. And STRUMDIG, I beg your pardon, Reuben Kalu, recently started a social media initiative known as Digital Way. And it's a free, it's a free for all initiative to help position SMEs benefit from the global platform. Let's talk growth hacking techniques, challenges and benefits with Mr. Reuben Kalu. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
I hope I didn't stress you today at all.
I'm good.
You are so busy, always on your feet, training and opening, the opportunities that are there for everyone, to explore in this terrain. Thank you once again for coming.
It's my pleasure.
All right, let's dig into it. Could you start by explaining what growth hacking means and how it differs from the traditional marketing?
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, because it's not really new in a sense, in a way, but one thing new about it is the implementation. It started since 2010 by Ellen Shin, who actually came up with this research work on growth hacking. So but the point is, a lot of organizations try to go into it, but they could not. Implementation has always been the problem.
Okay, so how does it work?
Yeah, it's let me just define it. Let me just paint a picture. It is a strategy, a very crucial strategy, for tech startups to be able to, who wants to achieve growth and to sustain it. Okay, it's a low cost, creative strategy to acquire and to retain customers, focusing mainly on the experimentation and the data decision making. Okay, that's actually a key thing about it.
All right. Yeah. So with your vast experience in digital strategy, what are some of the most effective growth hacking techniques that you have seen work across different industries? It's been with us since 2010. So I'm sure a lot of people have put it to work.
Not really, like we said, not really much. But everything, since the birth of the fourth industrial revolution, that's 2020. People began to okay, how do we survive? Do you understand? Yeah. So all these things people began to go back to past research work, which is one of these growth hacking techniques. So the first thing you have to look at is to look at your market fit, because the most important thing is looking at the journey a customer had to take before a decision can be made. You understand? So you need to be able to identify who your target audience are. Study them, understand them, then understand the kind of message that can resonate with them. Very critically, understand the demographic, understand the psychography, understand the media they consume. You have to spend more time in this space trying to understand who you are talking to, because this is one of the biggest problems, because like we said, it's a new thing. People have come up with products and just launch, and they spend money and they come back to say, it's not working. A lot of people have lost their job. You understand? So now they said, okay, how do we really make this thing work? Not to mention this season when things are in their worst state.
You can say that
people are losing jobs daily. And they keep looking at, I know a lot of people are watching this program to know what's new.
Mm.
You know, what haven't we done?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's actually what we're going. Okay.
Okay.
The problem is the implementation.
All right. You mentioned you have to know who your target audience is. You have to know the
That's right.
demography, the age bracket, and
That's
all of
right.
that. I thought that was also basic information and need for all kinds of marketing strategy. But let's stick to growth hacking,
Mm,
which we know, or correct me if I'm wrong,
mm,
relies heavily on data and insights. Now,
that's right.
how important is data analysis and data analysis in identifying the opportunities that are there for rapid growth, and what tools do you recommend, that the newcomers can deploy?
Okay, yeah. The for data analytics and data, you know, first of all, you need to be able to harvest the data. Okay, so data is very much important in making decision. I mean, you can't doubt it. It's unlike the traditional, you know, method where a few group of people can just sit down and say, okay, let's decide. But most times the decisions are not backed by any kind of data. Data informs you. But now we can see, let me give you for instance, part of the tools is it's using Google, you know, analytics. Okay, well, how about the data tools? Now, for marketing, you can imagine where you can go to Google and just do a search for not even your product, but what the product does. You type in on Google search, and Google is giving you tons of, you know, search results. You know, they are if you do a simple keyword research, Google is going to give you millions of, first of all, those keywords, and the number of times people have come online to look for this, you know, this product they are looking for, and they are in their hundreds, thousands, and somebody is saying nobody's even calling them. Reason being that those are what you're losing in terms of is the data. So if you're able to harvest all of this data, because you know we can actually accumulate it, Google can give you all of this data. You gather them together and look at them and say, wow. So I'll give you an instance, a case. A colleague of mine said that there's a company that we needed to do give a proposal. So usually we customize it, we do a research. It's they are into diagnostics. Okay. So I was one doing this stuff. Then I found out that when I did Google Analytics, it was showing me more of what do they call that, paternity testing. I say serious. So there were other diagnostics keywords. Some of them are like 500, 8,000. You know, I think then I saw
Because of
paternity
recent, the
tests.
paternity thing has
Let,
just
let,
been.
let me tell you something. It will shock you. I found 50,000 searches in a month. Yes, others were like 100, 500, 8,000.
50,000.
Then I think the other one is other virus text, you know, about 5,000.
Okay.
Paternity test was. I said, what's going on here?
People want to be sure.
I said, okay, first of all, let's even type paternity test on Google, whether this company will rank it.
Okay.
They were not ranking on the Google first page. You understand? So, wow, you guys are actually losing. You're losing 50,000 people per month. Now I was asking, so what's going on here? Why the 50,000? See, you don't understand what's happening.
I wonder.
People just wake up one day say, let me even check if this children.
If it's for real. If I haven't invested in someone else's, oh my goodness.
And I began to see a lot of news. I said, oh, this is really real. You know, I obviously I can't think about that.
Yeah.
In the days of our mothers, I mean, things like that never existed. You understand? But that's the reality right now. You know, just for a case study, you understand?
So what are some of the major challenges that businesses face when they are implementing growth hacking techniques, especially in emerging markets like Nigeria?
Yeah, you know, like I mentioned, this thing have been on since 2010, but it was not popular. People kept on with strategy, you know, the way they do things, but you know, things have changed. You know, I was sharing with my team day for yesterday concerning certain products. You know, I told them my award plaque. You understand? I said that we used to sell a whole lot of our, like in one of our businesses. We have business online. We deploy using search engine optimization. I said I told him that, when we started, we did like, let's just put this product. So we put it, do the optimization, do the everything. And that year, we made, I don't want to mention the amount. We were getting calls from big companies that came, and we deployed those services. Now, guess what happened? It happened that there was a man that used to supply award plaques to places like This Day, and all of them. The man lost that job that year. So he was wondering, and usually they call him, he just sit in his house. So the man was going back. He saw that the program held, but he was not the one that supplied them the plaques. So he went to the companies. He said, okay. Say, what happened? Say they have some new guys, a committee, and they went online to look for. And they found us. And the man doesn't even have a website in the first place.
Oh my goodness.
The man was like, do you know what shook him? He was so shocked. He went to 5 other places. They told him the same thing. I think they sat down and met. And the man said, who is the person? And you know what? It was only one company that supplied this thing. Across those 5 people. He got their names. He went online. He came to our office that day. He came and fight us. So that we did a juju. I said, we didn't do any juju. And my colleague ran away. I wasn't even around. The guy ran.
The reality of the time. Yeah.
So the point is, like the question he asked, it has been the implementation. People know about this. Even for this search engine optimization, they know about it. But they don't know how to implement.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here. So how can startups and even people who are already there and the SMEs with limited budgets, how can they leverage growth hacking to compete with larger and more established ones?
Okay, there are 2 things here. One is, are you willing to learn? Because we run training. We actually have a training coming up on search engine project management.
So you can't do it alone. You must find
like in business, sometimes somebody want to focus on where they have strength. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's better if you're into hair, you want to focus, because this thing might distract you where you want to, because marketing is a calling. True. Do you understand? Yeah. You might not have that strength to do that kind of a thing, because it will affect the quality of what you're doing. Do you understand? So maybe if you think it's something you can do, why not? You can just go learn it, attend our training, build capacity, and execute by yourself. The second thing could be, some people call us for strategy session. They pay for the time. You understand? Like you say, SMEs, we just consider them, okay, just give them something that is gonna be very comfortable for them. We spend maybe 2 to 3 hours. You understand, be able to deploy that. They'll have a plan, because this thing has to be customized. I mean, somebody's in the food, another person is in the, let's say interior, some other person is in the healthcare. Do you understand? So it's not usually one size fit or model. It has to be customized for them, so you can be able to now develop a strategy document they can execute by themselves to make it easy, so they can be able to execute that. Another one is you can learn, you can hold a strategy session, or you can deploy the services of a consultant, which is what we do in helping you. You focus on the business, we'll do the execution for you. So I mean, those 3 ways options you can actually deploy.
Okay, I have been at a few events with you. Wow. Where you shared easy to do, easy to achieve strategies and ways of making money from the internet, from social media. A lot of us spend a lot of time enjoying, the fruits of other people's labor. And we forget that this is a platform where we can also get gainfully employed. Please talk to me about this.
Wow.
Facebook, Google, Twitter.
Like we said, it's all about awareness. And I remember when Facebook came, first of all, Google came to Nigeria. Well, if actually first state that Google did the TNT trendy trainer, session. One thing that happened after that training, I said, I'm going to implement this thing. I don't want all this theory.
Back to that implementation.
You understand? We have a lot of theories here. after the training. I don't want to be part of a training that after that you leave people in the mid-air. They are neither here nor there. Do you understand? I want to implement what I learned. So they said we should build a website. I called someone to, set me a very simple website. He just set up to me. Okay, I don't even know what to put there. It's okay. That has what has actually become one of those businesses. I saw one of my friends selling things in printing consumables, all this billboard and all of that. I was just picking content there, refining and posting. And that was what I did. And I mean, we just did it. We continue business. Yeah. You know what happened? I began to receive calls. I was like, wow, somebody just call me. I got the one notable one, somebody coming from London. So, please, I saw you people on the internet. Please, we have an event in Nigeria in the next 1 month. Please, I need you guys to help us with all the things we will require in a co-hotel. Brand the place, do that. I said, wow, are they really talking to me? Yes, they are talking to me. I have to go and look for the person because that's not what I do.
Okay.
I have to start looking for who can, and nobody was taking me serious because that's not my area. At the end, I lost that deal. I got another call. The calls were not ending. Calls were coming and coming and coming. So at the point, my WhatsApp was asking me, "What? Can't you attend?" I said, "I don't even know. I don't know a jack about this thing." Okay, so but ultimately, we say, can we develop this thing as a business? I just wanted to try what Google taught us. Okay, and that changed the narrative. So I have to say, okay, no problem. I sent some guys who went to Shomolu to go and have relationship collaboration with all these guys in Shomolu, and as the calls were coming, we're transferring to them, and they were helping us to execute this project. And before we know it, we made a lot of money. We're like, oh my God.
When I hear someone say we made a lot of money, I feel good. All right. Okay. And so we know also that you have worked with so many multinational brands and diverse audiences. How do you tailor growth hacking strategies to resonate with the different cultural, on the different groups? You talked about the importance of this research, knowing who you're dealing with. How do you get the startups, somebody who's just starting, to really begin to practice? You've talked about implementation all along.
Yeah, okay. Basically, for startups, like we mentioned that the problem, they say that the problem with SMEs in Nigeria is that they sell what people are not buying.
Yeah.
And what that means is not as if what they are selling people are not buying it. They are always selling it to the wrong audience. Do you understand? They're always selling it to the wrong audience. Okay. They have not really taken time to understand who the target audience, because even the target audience prior COVID is no more the same audience after COVID.
At all.
People have changed. The journey a customer had to take to buy, just say for instance, you're hungry, you want to eat food. Usually, what's your natural instinct? Is to stand up, go to a restaurant there. But most times you are so busy. You just take your phone, press an app and order a food. And in no time, the food lands here. Which journey did you take to get a food?
Your money and your data.
Your data.
Awesome.
Digitalization.
Sure.
Now somebody is still waiting for customer to come. And you just discover that customer is eating. How did you eat? He said, actually ordered online. Okay. So that informs the business owner to find a way to be online. Because when we say tech startup, people say, it's for tech people. No, first of all, tech is about innovation.
Sure.
Tech is about somebody took food that people eat and put tech upon it. That's global. It has turned to global. It has turned to, you understand, a lot of. Another person say, okay, it's not, we are kabu. I say, Uber took drivers and brought tech and mix them together, right? So don't throw away tech. You understand? You need tech, whatever thing you're doing, so that you can be able to apply growth hacking techniques to what you're doing. There's what they call rapid, and sustaining growth. That's one thing unique about it. Rapid and sustaining growth. The rest are not gonna be sustaining. You can have a growth now, the next time you're going down. Now I'll give you an instance what Uber did. Uber started with just, e-hailing. But if Uber is selling food, because we have the data concerning food, so that Nigerians have spent, in the neighborhood of over 2 point something, 20 something billion dollars in a year on food alone. Uber say, wow, let's get into this. It was easy for them to do what? To scale. Uber had to scale by adding food to their hailing. Okay? So the business model had to be expanded a little bit to accommodate food. And since then, they have been accommodating other things. Now you ask me, what are they selling?
Okay, all right.
Just a platform.
Just a platform. All right, so as we round off, just for emphasis and in a way to summarize, for businesses who are looking to start with growth hacking, what would be your top 3 pieces of advice, to them to ensure that they get it right from scratch?
They should build capacity. It can take advantage of our learning.
Capacity.
Take advantage of our learning, opportunity we're gonna be having in no time. You understand? They can send in their messages. We can supply them the dates, okay, of our SEO project management that is coming up very soon, so they can be able to, let them just learn it. The good thing about learning is that even if you're not the one executing, you will not be a novice.
So number 1, get capacity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that number 2, I said 3.
Yeah, the second one is it can deploy by them. Get a consultant to help them to deploy.
Okay.
You understand? Strike up a partnership. You understand? So this person does that so they can focus.
Finally, what's the place of finance? Having a lot of money or some money or little money before you start.
Yeah, there will always be a way around them.
Start where you are.
Yes.
Start where you are.
That's right.
Get started. That's it.
That's
implementation. Okay. Thank you so very much. Because
pleasure.
we are in the business of helping the younger people and SMEs at this very difficult and critical time in our history, I would like for you to how can we reach you? Okay. Somebody just listened to you now and you said, come to us, we can help you. How do they get to you?
I do you want me to call my phone number? Okay.
Please do.
081.
Or just give us a link.
Okay. Go to www.strumdigi.com.ng.
Okay.
STRUMDIG. Yes. Digital for Strum. So okay. STRUMDIG.com.ng.
Okay. We're giving you this free of charge. The next time you're here, we'll give you a bill so we can do it all commercial. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kalu. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right.
Okay. We believe that most of your questions, in this space has been answered, and a lot of the information you have gotten will help you to turn your passion into profit the digital way. And again, I'd like to say thank you for that free tutorial. All right. With that conversation, with Mr. Kalu, we have come to the end of another edition of the program today. And for all of you who are always standing by for John to give you the nuggets on public speaking, unfortunately, he's not on set today. And I'm not equipped to do that. So I would say join us same time next week for another interesting edition of the program. But meanwhile, if you missed any part of today, be sure to watch the repeat broadcast Saturday night at 10:30 and Sunday 9:30 a.m. Remember, Plus TV is live, YouTube 247. Plus TV Lifestyle, that's where you find us. So do have a great weekend and see you again same time next week. Amongma Helen Odele, always a pleasure. Bye now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.